Synergistic, right? Kai'Sa, the ultimate dive AD. The only other potential dive you've got here to follow up is Lee Sin.
And I somewhat agree. You've got Nautilus with you, you've got a Leona with you.
Without giving a kill over, and not many summoners burnt to speak of. Career, the only one in the bot side of DK with is walking up.
Gets the shield with the Titan's Wrath. There's a satchel away, flashes away, the turret shot's there. The bombs keep flying, short Fu's passive not there. Lucid around, gets that sonic wave in, and just brings him down into the turret. It will be the 1-for-1.
And he knew it too. He just skill shot and was saying, you will not touch my jungler.
Smash, I fear you may be in danger. He might instead be the one who is about to have an unfortunate experience. Can they get some support? Career is coming on up. Shun's trying to zone him off. They're going to have On go in. The hook shot. The dredge line's wide. The flag, the drag, and Smash finds himself dead to rights. On does at least get picked up in trade.
Yeah, 1-for-1. That's almost a disaster for BLG there. DK has to be happy with trading. Level 11s have been hit, which means it's those level 2 ultimates. So both of these teams are getting more and more powerful here as our supports also have hit level 6.
Flag and drag comes on down. There's the all-out from Shiwu looking for a bit more of a chunk. Does manage to step on form, pulls back beautifully, but here comes On. Forces a flash, TPs come flying. Dplus KIA here enforced to defend their Cassante. Career also on the roam. Lucid goes forwards with that safeguard, looking to get on the Camille. Good backstep, but the miasma means no way out for the Camille.
Fight's not done. Another TP's being committed. It looks like Knight once more. They're hurting them in.
They are, but it'll be towards a turret that's still standing. I don't think they'll get happen.
Yeah, but BLG, they've got the numbers now, so they turn it onto the second Drake of the game, and their Drake stacking has started. This will be a Hexol.
Lucid, are we sure? Out comes the depth charge. Shun's potentially in danger here all the same. Gets the flag and drag the Mega Inferno Bomb. The Cataclysm. Traded fail flash from Lucid means Bing gets the kill. Cataclysm, rather, the ult from the Camille, that Hex Tech ultimatum will offer an ultimatum to Showmaker, and it's a 3-for-1.
Taken down by minions.
Oh, yeah, I'm just trying to say, like, was he trying to deny more minions? Probably. Knight actually now in danger, walks into a petrifying gaze, and unfortunately for this Knight, this is the age of the monsters. He gets knocked up by a depth charge, gets staggering blown, and the Twin Fangs will land on in and pick up another for Showmaker.
And this is what we want. We want to see these proactive plays. DK, oh my God! Turret nearly takes him out.
Yeah, it does. So, Shock Blast lands onto Career, can look to TP back in off this reset. That means right now we've got a 5v4, the Mega Inferno Bomb, Chunk, Showmaker, and Smash. But it's a win on the Dragon Smite fight by Lucid, who was on it first. Shun now trapped in the river, has to flash out. The Sonic Wave wide, Showmaker eats an accelerated Shock Blast, and that one kind of sucked for him. But they win the Dragon. It hasn't ballooned out from there.
Yeah, and that's the important thing, right?
Ooh.
They're staying...
The important thing might be the fight that we're about to witness. The all-out into the kick, beautifully managed by the DK top jungle.
And that's what you were just talking about. Bin not staying in touch where the enemy junglers were, and then they get 2v1 Bin, and they chip away at that gold lead, because we said it before as well, Bin is most of the gold lead for BLG. He is a juice...
also here.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a trade of summoner spells. We get that top lane teleport, we get that mid lane teleport as well, Knight and Shiwu. But DK, they have the priority, they have the vision control. It will be spotted out by BLG, but my goodness, that is a fast Drake.
Hook goes wide, flash for the hook. Viper left away, but does get out with a satchel. Good from him. Shiwu on the other side, looking for the all-out. Does manage to drag Knight, who gets the rocket bolt away. Shiwu unstoppable, locked inside. The ultimatum gets burned alive. Lucid there, kick away with the Dragon's Rage, follows up with the Sonic Wave, flashes out. Double kill for Viper, who is showing Showmaker, who's more serpentine this time around. Speaking of Showmaker there, looking for more damage. They've lost some vision. Out comes that W.
Numbers advantage.
I mean, Lucid's dead. Lucid's dead. And of course, Showmaker just got chunked. This should be a done deal. Viper's gone home, picked up a death cap, is terrifying.
We do see Career coming in. He wants to get some vision control at the very least, so DK know if they can make a call here. Showmaker goes in.
Does try and lock them in the pit, turn this one around. The Smite finds early! Oh my lord! BLG get away with it, because that was an early Smite. They go 1-for-1 in the kills, make that 2-for-1. Lucid here, looking for the Sonic Wave, lands onto Viper, but will not follow it up. Now when they get that Baron in, they were down members, had no Smite, and that was still a stealable Baron. BLG get away with it. Let's make no mistakes about it.
They are not punished for their hubris today, but we see a fantastic angle from Lucid. He flashes in.
Oh dear. The angle was perhaps not fantastic at the end there. He gets annihilated.
These
in the
tricks BLG have seen before. They know what to do in the face of a flanking Lee Sin. and they punished him. Lucid was dead before we could even react, and this Baron-empowered BLG is sieging. Great buffer from on.
Korea gets absolutely blasted. Viper hits him with the skill shots, and the Nautilus, he's in a diving suit, but it's full of holes. That ain't great, so I hear.
Definitely not. They don't need to get aggressive. They don't need to get fancy. They can literally just push waves in and siege.
Out comes the Mega Inferno Bomb, and Smash is left a little lower as On buffers through the dredge line and the depth charge. The turnaround onto Korea, though, makes his life a lot more tricky. Shiwu on the flank. Now there could be a problem. Need to try and get towards Viper. Is in danger. They go unstoppable, but there's the Hextech ultimatum to try and buy some space. Smash in with a killer instinct. Gets the kill. Viper down. Pin on the other side, trading up with Lucian, but he gets kicked towards the play. Shun gets off Smash. Korea is in trouble. Showmaker in trouble, but he's got the shield, and Korea survives. Stunned up on the gravity field. The W from Lee Sin, not enough to keep them up. As the safeguard is down and Knight needs to run away. It's a 4 for 2. Not bad from DK at all.
DK will take that fight and they will love it. Knight did his best, untouched on the back end of that fight, but priority goes over to DK. This will take them to that soul point. This is a Chemtech soul, and that is a very tanky Cassante and a very tanky
Korea,
Nautilus.
that safeguard inches away from saving. Back to live though, violence occurring, but there's a mega blast cone that makes things a bit spicy. Sonic Wave, flag and drag, that's a bit unfortunate for Lucid. Needs to get away, the Mega Inferno Bomb gets damage and the jungler is dead. That is unfortunate. Fortunately for Dplus KIA though, the Baron's still 50
Baron
seconds.
of the game is here.
Knight just picked up a death cap, has 9 stacks on that Dark Seal. Hooks wide, Korea, that's very deep, my friend. You need to get away. Throws down that depth charge. Keeps Bin busy for a second. Korea survives, but not for long. On goes unstoppable, but is dead as well. Support for support. Lucid on the flank, looking to try and find his way in as that Hextech ultimatum. Rather, the Hextech storm begins to get larger and larger. Finally peters out. Lucid with the Dragon's Rage to disengage, spotted by a Farsight alteration.
I am not making those mistakes. I am looking at this going, DK want it. They've got the priority. They've got the members. We see Showmaker coming up from the bot side of the rivers to fight. Just a little tepid. They're just poking, they're prodding, seeing if they can get an angle. Zon goes in.
They'd find the angle briefly. Shiwu out safely. Does take a little bit of damage, but it's not that meaningful. Lucid starting up the Dragon. Korea potentially dangerous. Knight tries to keep the Cassante away. Shun looking for the smite angle. Still got the flag and drag. The Mega Inferno Bomb forces Smash and Showmaker away. Flag and drag. Lucid is out. Dragon half HP. This feels like the moment the storm breaks one way or the other. 1500 won by Jarvan. Shun gets that one, and now on the retreat, Dplus KIA trapped in the pit versus Ziggs versus Viktor versus Jayce. This is bold. Shun over the wall with the Guardian Angel can get in. Miasma theoretically denied the flip, and Shun wins those. He's trapped though now. Can he make anything happen? The Cataclysm is there. The GA broken. Flags and drags while he's dead. In goes on. The Untold Strength Part 3 makes things tricky. The Hextech ultimatum still trapped. On in danger. Korea is already got the rest of BLG, who are now on the retreat. Members down. Viper petrified. Dplus KIA with the team fight win.
Bin holding on the top side. The last standing member of Dplus KIA is DK pushed down this mid lane. Yes, BLG got the Baron, but at what cost? 4 of their members dead. TP coming in. DK, it almost looks like they want to end this one now. 20 plus seconds on all 4 members.
There's no way the Bin alone could stop this. It would take a miracle, and I don't think Dplus KIA are in the habit of giving those ones out right now. A wave alone between them and the Nexus turrets in game 1. It was fractious, it was back and forth. But Dplus KIA will win it.
5 seconds on. It's still just Bin. DK really want to take this one out. They go on to Bin and they will take the Nexus here in game 1.
First stand champions, MSI finalists, down 0-1 to Dplus KIA of all teams. And LCK
with a lot of lockdown and a lot of damage as well.
And again, when you've got the Naafiri as well, you can take those towards one of those side lanes, use that global from the Twisted Fate and look to make those dives happen. Last pick of the Poppy for Lucid.
And they are so gankable, but Lucid.
Indeed, he's looking to come over the wall and actually smites it out. Very nicely done. Shun now, though, might look to trade with this Poppy. The Conqueror stacked eviscerates in. There's no W. Oh, Lucid! This might have been a touch far. The flash gets them safe. Jhin comes across. Bin dies in a 1v1. Shiwu on the Tristana. No summoners, no problem.
Missing here, and Shun now missing basic jungle camps with his smite. He needs to lock in and remember who he is.
Shiwu taking the opportunity. Mini Nod transformation. Buster shot and the rocket jump out. There's a Destiny Gate to flash gold card and make it the 1-for-1. But Shiwu came here to play and finds another solo kill.
But I want to point out a ward here. If you look at the minimap on the top side, there is a red ward behind Shiwu. So if BLG want to look for it, they could go for a deep TP.
They could indeed. Viper was really threatening there. Has got a true shot barrage that will interrupt Smash's ult. The reason he didn't throw it out initially, because he was kind of betting on it. Bin hops in, gets exhausted, and Buster shot it away, nearly at the mini. There will be a reset on that rocket jump. Oh, Bin, you need to be so careful.
Shiwu!
He's dead! Absolutely broken in half. The Tristana here to play.
Shiwu with the Tristana counterpick is running Bin on this rift. Good flash from Korea. And because he doesn't have that item advantage. He doesn't have that experience, that gold. But the rest of BLG, they're stepping up. There's gold advantage in that mid lane. There's gold advantage in that bot side. Yes, it's only a little bit, but you love to see it because they're staying in this game.
Right. He's going to get interrupted. The Destiny Gate is looking like a gate to hell. He needs to start running away, smited for the slow. Showmoke is here. Go to Room Prison, do not pass go, do not pick up 350 gold, because that's going to Showmaker.
Showmaker getting it done there, but it kicked off with Lucid on tonight. Like you called, preventing that ultimate. He was unable to teleport away from them. And I just love that 2-on-1. Nothing Knight could do there. And that's chipping away at BLG's gold leaders. The fight breaks out on this bot side, but I don't think they're going to get anything done here.
Might not. Viper slowed down by that captive audience. A deadly flourish. Has to flash away from because there's a realm orb here. Good call. Showmaker, playmaker. And they find the kill on the curtain call. Final bullet goes
up
wide.
There by BLG a little bit earlier, but the grubs are on the side of DK as well. So there's just a trade of jungle objectives. 1 minute to the second Drake of the game, 2 minutes to that Rift Herald, which could bust these maps wide open. A little bit of trading. Deadly flourish.
Oh, smash! Flash fourth shot, and the Seraphine. Well, I guess she'll be singing potentially to play for these side lane turrets, play for a 1-4 or a 1-3-1, and look to play the map a little wider on. They get rooted up there by the renewal. Destiny Gate. Korea might have gone a bit deep, but Flash immediately followed by their own Flash. This is likely the kill on Korea. Nowhere to go. Knight gets it. And that will set up for a second Dragon for BLG.
But it was such a heavy commitment time when he's needed to be. Shunno is keeping up in farm, has that Cyclo sword compared to Lucid Sundered Sky. So one's going for a more damage-heavy build, the other for a bit more sustain. But a fight around the Rift Herald.
That it is. Shun steps into the river, looks to try and tag Lucid if he can, can't quite. Flash him on the beat drop. The Hound's pursuit in Korea is dead. Over, Flash, heroic charge of the wall. In comes the realm orb, Shun gets the rest of you eventually, but on left low. Shun alive, but now needs to reset. Viper, desperate to dance around somewhere, can't. Shiwu busts a shot away and survives. Bin, hop forwards, flashes on in, gets that last auto, but Smash is there, the grenade, and a double for the AD carry of Dplus KIA.
Dplus KIA win the fight.
1,000 of it is in Shiwu's advantage. And again, you are a top lane Tristana. Your draw a bead passive that increases your range extends with every level. As a top laner, you get more levels. Showmaker might be in danger here. Jumps onto Lucid instead. Damage is good with the boulder toss. BLG hear him force. The Hound's pursuit. No steadfast presence for Lucid means he's down. That's a reset for Shun. And poor old Showmaker ain't making many plays anymore.
Yeah, it was a good job there by DK to try and drag that one out, but BLG just brought the members. They juggled that turret aggro beautifully, and on that bot side, they prevented Korea from being able to get from that tier 2 up to that tier 1 to try and do anything about that fight. BLG, they turned that top side priority, that team fight that they just won, onto this Rift Herald, and BLG right now, they are large and in charge of these jungle objectives. They've got the first 2 Drakes, they've got this Rift Herald, and the third Drake of the game is up only in 1 minute's time. And it almost feels like they didn't lose anything anywhere else across the Rift either, because DK, they were forced to respond. Korea was running out to that top side as well.
Gonna try and come into the mid lane. That's 2 members. Good hop away from Viper. Ondo gets an encore off, but it's his final moment in that particular play, picked up by Dplus KIA.
The first Drake of the game for DK, and it buys an extra 5 minutes before that soul condition is online. But we were talking about gold leads a little bit earlier. BLG drop the Rift Herald. They're forcing DK into this mid lane, and they know it because they demand a response.
Knight TP's in. They get the roots. Oh, the encore. And Korea is spellbound, dead in the mid lane. That turret falls shortly after.
Good heads-up play there from BLG. Great timing. I love it as that trap into that deadly flourish as well. Gets another root, but there's no follow-up, right? DK down a member.
Might be some follow-up on the Showmaker who got spotted by that Destiny Gate. Good chunk of the Lucid. Knight, though, does not enjoy Showmaker, who unleashes his full arsenal. Continues to run on left low. The curtains get cold. Shot falls the body block. Showmaker overloads straight through the members of BLG and makes it a maker as it's BLG in the river first.
That's it. This is the 4th Drake of the game, and BLG, they want it. They have the priority. They have the vision control. DK trying to find a way in. A deep TP from behind, though. BLG know what's happening.
Gnar's coming as well. Don't know whether it's the Mega Gnar. They get the gold card onto Shiwu. Buffers through, but it's down at half HP because that Lich Bane hurts. Knight at 20% himself. Both the Tristana and the Twisted Fate without a lot of value. Korea also chunked low.
Yeah, great counter punch there from BLG. They commit their own TP to bring the members down. Knight taking a recall right now, wants to top up, probably has that ultimate to be able to get back out to this fight quite quickly. DK not done, ultimate coming through.
Keeper's verdict is interrupted with an encore and it doesn't land anyway. Shun wins a smite fight, Lucid loses his life, Realm Warp to escape, DK trying to escape, Shun gets redirected somehow and gets the kill on Korea. Realm Warp puts him pretty deep though, Smash trying to speed himself away and does so.
Yeah, Disaster is still very much dead. Shiwu is still very much dead, and BLG are answering back.
Soul points, he does. Backs, buys himself, and Medjai's his 15 stacks already. Has an arm guard as well. And the early advantages from Dplus KIA look a lot harder to execute with Shiwu though onto Knight. But this time, here is Shun. He's bled out by the Darkin daggers and the Tristana from 3-1 to 4-4. The value beginning to dwindle.
Yeah, I mean, BLG, they're up nearly 4,000 gold with this Baron power play. TP from BLG being committed here. They want to siege this bot side base of DK. They know they have the numbers advantage. It's 4 versus 5. Now is the time to push. Shiwu's dead for 30 seconds more.
And the wave clear is risky. You don't want to end up walking too far forwards, and these turrets are just getting annihilated.
Annihilating this base is BLG. DK doing the dance, trying to prevent any more happening. But that's 2-1 or 3-1-1 to try and maximize the value of their Baron. But a fight inevitable here around this tier 2 mid.
Deadly Flourish just about wide of Shun there. Certainly no stun. And that means the tier 2 falls as well, and the gold lead balloons to a monstrous 6k.
They had the early advantage. They had that aggression. They were making those plays, but BLG have just found their way back into this game. They've breached the 6k gold mark right now. DK, they need to find something. Maybe a pick onto Knight. He's got a 700 gold bounty on his head.
Here we go.
Be a high value target.
On's in danger, does speed himself away, but gets shoved away, but not into the wall. The Keeper's verdict, knock up, but no kill. Stun instead onto Showmaker, who realm warped into the back line, is able to speed himself away. Bin here with the teleport shield and the Mega Gnar just about to time out. Throws a boulder, tries to get the shove back, doesn't quite find it. Showmaker survives for now. Bin in the mini. Viper goes forward with that arcane shift. The damage is there, the encore. Tag Showmaker. Ryze isn't taken low, the gold card follows, and the poke keeps rolling.
Yeah, what a... Oh, Knight goes back in.
Oh, Shiwu, Destiny Gate. The Buster Shot keeps him alive. Flash him from Viper with an arcade shift. Bin with the boomerang slow. Desperate to stop more falling, but they're corralled on their own tier 2. BLG unwilling to let this one slide. They're fish under a turret. It's not quite the same, but they're still on the hook. The line... and see whether they will be sinking with this game. Another gold card. Golden goes Knight. Eviscerating in is Shun. They're all so low. The Deadly Flourish not there. In they go. Shun gets it. Immediately taken out. The Hound Pursuit reset. Doesn't come on through. The curtain call comes on down, and Knight should just about escape.
Oh, what it is starting to feel like wallet diff here. We see Randuins, we see Sterix on Bin. He's going to be impossible to kill when he gets that shield trigger as well. Critical damage is significantly reduced, and it just feels like Shiwu has something back. it wasn't a massive loss.
No, back to life, tier 2's falling. They do get the Tristana to shove on up, has at least got to the QSS, which helped against that gold card as we saw. Hang on, needs to be in danger as he's rocket jumped in. QSS is there, flash from Knight, exhausted, still gets the kill with the last auto. Showmaker trying to run away, but all the while the Baron's going down, and both your solo laners are on the bot lane.
What can you do right now? BLG are everywhere on the Rift. They're making the plays. They're leaving only 2 members because they know they have this Baron secured. They're going to rapid fire cannon for Smash, the Rod of Ages, the Actualizer as well for Showmaker. So the damage is there. Now it's...
Oh, the encore is there. Jhin with the Darkin daggers brings low Lucid again. 0, 6, and 6. It has not been his game. Now with the Baron, with Mountain Soul, with waves coming crashing in, Dplus KIA have to stand against what feels the inevitable win from BLG.
Yeah, they're 5v4 as well for another 30 seconds. Lucid having gone down in that fight there. They were already 5v4. Siwu over the wall.
Just annihilated. He's gone again. I need to find a new word, but maybe it's still appropriate because he just got blasted. Jhin, the reset on the ult available, doesn't need to pull it as yet, and they are onto all the inhibitors. The Nexus turrets remain, and Dplus KIA, men down, waves down, inhibitors down, and looking like the game down to boot.
BLG are taking it from here. DK locked up under their own turrets. They're locked up under their own Nexus. BLG is sieging. They've turned onto the Nexus. BLG will take this game too.
BLG even it up. It is not a 0-2. The crowd goes wild, and the competition continues. Both keys just about safe.
You know what? I feel comfortable and safe in my prediction of a 2-1.
Does not surprise me.
Yeah.
He's been so strong, so competitive, so versatile for such a long time. He has finally been nerfed somewhat, but there's the Aurora last pick for Dplus KIA, likely throwing that towards the top lane for Xiu into the Aurora, but that's the advantages.
Yeah, Shun in a great position here too if he's able to get this quick enough.
Smash at the level 2, will look to dash on forwards with the Relentless Pursuit. Viper taken low, but not down. Does have the barrier traded, gets a nice build of a Peacemaker back. Reminder that the Pantheon is still here. Smash in danger, this needs to be a good kick. Flash away, and the Comet Spear secures first blood.
And that was that early rotation from Shun.
Showmaker on good form here as well. Looking to take it to the likes of Knight if they can make it happen. Is up a good CS margin here. Dragon being started. BLG though, thinking of contesting. Shun with the ult could look to come on in. Stolen Shin's ult. Dragon taken, but unfortunately for Lucid, a Crescent Guard will not keep you alive, and he'll trade the Dragon for his life. With Smash and career over vision control, you can see Knight has made the roam up through the river.
Yeah, look, a river is a great place to roam as well. Wide open spaces, a little bit of water, just something to refresh, a bit of play happening.
Tempered Fate on both. Bilibili Gaming, the traps are there. It's sprung, and the bot lane collapses from Dplus KIA.
BLG found their angle, but they're not done yet.
Lucid in danger. The Crescent Guard gets him out to safety. Alas, the same is not true from Smash and Korea. The crowd begins to erupt. They still get the Dragon. Dplus KIA find a silver lining.
Yeah, silver linings are better than no linings, that's for sure.
With that reset after the double picks, and the fact they didn't contest that Dragon means they can come up to contest this Herald instead. Showmaker is on vision, and is now in danger. Does have the flash, maybe has to burn it. The Cosmic Binding, the Rocket Belt in, the Ace in the hole, and Knight claims a scalp.
And that's the vision I was about to talk about up in that top lane. Viper is there, it's 4v dead, and they take the fight convincingly, but we're still not done.
Tempered Fate land onto Korea, but they didn't manage to quite get the trap underneath him. Arm on, over the wall, the Locket keeps him alive, but elsewhere, Shiwu with the solo kill on Bin. Out through the magical journey goes Lucy, gets trapped, gets stunned pretty low, but not taken out. Jhin is on top of Shiwu, trying to get some vengeance for his top laner. A smite and a Comet Spear. Ensure it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah, Shun able to get Shiwu back. That is DK
Our top laners this series, Bin and Shiwu, have had very high highs and a few lows to go with them. Make no bones about that one.
Damage is serious, almost exponentially improved, increased here.
Is going to have to go through the tier 1 here. Rocket Belt's away to drop some turret aggro. Knight looking for it, but they are therefore giving up this Dragon. Likely Knight flashes in, looking for the Abscond Dark to get some damage down. That's good from the side of Shiwu. Knight left low, but not down. Keeps trying to heal. The Between Worlds is there. Across the Veil as well. Abscond of Dark to the Kingmaker. Tries to make this work. This is a bad word from Shiwu at all. The 1v1, though, eventually goes the way of BLG's mids.
I feel like Shiwu did a great job there. Bin goes in, Equalizer dropped.
On to Lucid, all drop people as well. The jungler left at about half. Slight fumble of my words, but Lucid just about survives is the gist of it.
Yeah.
Towards the dragon, though, go BLG.
That's it. They get that priority because they're able to poke the jungler of DK away. So they're going to be able to slow down DK's dragon stacking here. They take the third Drake of the game, which is also an Infernal. But look at the damage as well. Shiwi putting in so much work at 14.5k.
Lucid again just threatened a little more, won't quite go down. Smash does try to go forwards there with a relentless pursuit. Flash in from On, gets the stun. Damage onto Lucid! And the jungler's dead. Korea now in danger. Knight over the wall, the abscond, the abduct. The damage keeps rolling. Scattered back, just about surviving a Showmaker. The damage can't quite be found. And they'll lose their mid-tier 1, but it's only the one member for Dplus KIA. But general,
yeah,
half until Infernal Dragon.
I'm loving this game. We're 24 minutes in. It's a 6.5k gold lead to BLG. DK go in.
On's in danger, gets knocked up and immediately blasted. Signs of life.
On is wiped away from the side.
We've been too risky to go towards that Baron. I guess the tier 2 falls. So the gold down, but with On sent back, it feels like Dplus KIA might have an angle. A narrow one perhaps, but it's there. Dplus KIA waiting in that bush, seeing where the Knight face checks. He's got a Breath of Life to immune some of the CC. Dragon down to 3,000.
There's so many layers to this fight. There's players everywhere.
Oh, it's taken by the Syndra scout of the week. That gets Soul Point, but the fight after a danger. Lucy just about to survive it out. Flashing from On, they can't quite get the kill. And they get out.
But DK know that they can strike now. Like you said, before those 3 item completions come through, but they're unable to get through the snap trap line of the Caitlyn.
Knight's being collapsed on. He's in a 5v1. Oh, no. Arguably the best player in the world right now. So much danger. Goes Golden. Where is the rest of BLG? The Remember down, and Knight in the mid lane is taken out by Smash.
DK are finding the angles. They're finding the ways in. They've cut the gold lead
40 seconds on the soul. 5,000 gold is the advantage. Well, 4.5 now. Let's be fair to Dplus KIA. It's more playable than it was.
Yeah, we did just see a TP coming through from Knight. He's just answering Shiwu on that bot side.
They're looking to get to Shiwu. They're looking to go onto the flank. Shiwu in danger between worlds. He goes. He's trying to TP out. Knight interrupts. He absconds and he abducts with Shiwu's hope of escape. The blast cone is there, but there's a shield bolt. And the Aurora, well, she's rabbit meat. It's rabbit hunting season.
Shiwu trying to get those fancy feet, trying to mobility here, but it buys them that numbers advantage at the critical moment. That Drake is up, that Baron is up. BLG have started it, but I love that DK recognize it.
Dplus KIA must enter the river, must get past these snap traps somehow, some way. It feels like this is their final moment. They must roll the dice, weight it against them, though it is.
Yeah, weighted against them because of the wallet differential, because of the hand stiff coming through. The equalizer goes down.
It's dangerous, but Lucid chunked out. That's frustrating. That's your jungler. He's tempered fate. He's got no opportunity to get to the Baron, and BLG secure it for free. Knight in the mid lane, flash away. The stolen between worlds. Viper takes out Lucid. Bingo's golden. Shiwu is here though. Maybe they can pick up the Rumble, who flashes away. Showmaker with a shotgun scatter. Smash shuts down Viper. BLG on retreat. Need to get out. They have the Baron to their name, but Dplus the Baron to BLG. They will get to respawn. Knight here now. Look at Shiwu. Remember, still got the flash, but no teleport. Shun is here. The TP in from Showmaker. Looking for the angle. The scout of the week is there, and that puts Shun into a horrible spot. DK down Baron, down 4,000 gold, but still finding picks.
BLG overstepping. BLG getting overly confident here. They lose another Baron-empowered member of their team. They're only down to 2. BLG forced to respond. A TP coming in from Bin.
Signs of life from DK. Signs of panic from BLG. DK
Jhin is doing. He's back up in 2 seconds, but there's only 2 Baron-empowered members of BLG. They've been unable to do anything.
Tempers his own fate. It doesn't matter.
He's caught again.
Bin's in danger as well. He gets knocked up. Lucid. 0-3. It doesn't matter. Double for Showmaker.
DK get 2 members of BLG. There's only 1 Baron-empowered member, which is Knight. They've lost 4,000 gold.
The gold goes down to 1k alone. There is not just blood in the water, it's crimson in truth.
The TP, they're going for it. 5 members of DK are sieging the base of BLG.
The last hope of the LPL in danger of being snuffed out. 3v5 DK can maybe, just maybe do it. The wave clear is there.
He was able to push Shiwu away, who had to recall. The numbers advantage to BLG. They're just delaying. They're buying time for Knight to find a way in.
Trap
the
line
Drake
is there.
less than half.
on trying to keep the way the jungler. He's gone golden. They need to win this fight, and it is won by Jhin. The fight after, though, is another seed. And finally, the Aurora comes in. Buddy with a gun, shotguns down Viper. Bin and Knight alone have to hold the hopes of the LPL.
DK!
But it's going through their hands. Water, sand in the hourglass.
DK are doing it! DK! For 20 plus seconds!
To the Nexus they go. Bin alone is put in his namesake. The last hope of the LPL snuffed out. Dplus KIA, go forwards.
Parlez-vous français, are you not entertained? EW 2026 last quarter final delivers an absolute monstrous series. BLG's key will now be crushed by Dplus KIA.
One way or another, this team is magic. Sometimes it looks bad. Sometimes it gets you to a semi-finals. Dplus KIA from 6,000 gold down, from a Baron down, take out LPL first seed.